At this point, Jerry Williams going to the experience and putting Lloyd in at the middle linebacking position. First and goal to go, Ron Johnson. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time to check out this video. And welcome to the Gridiron. And before I get started, just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you. If you can maybe give this video a thumbs up or possibly leave a comment below, maybe even share this video, it would mean so much to me. But anyway, just thank you so much for just taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. Well, the first day of free agency, we brought in some guys, signed a few guys, right? So the second day, a lot of the big time guys, were signed, obviously, with other teams. Everybody was very busy, obviously. So, but the second day, and the amount of money the Giants had, because they still have Bradbury. So, start letting some guys go, especially if they want to try to maybe sign their draft class. But after the first day, I said maybe we have like one more splash left in us. Who knows? Somehow maybe if he lets a bunch of other guys go, maybe Nick Gates and Slayton and Bradbury and who else? Maybe reconstruct some guys' contracts a little bit, maybe here, there, maybe, freeze up a little bit more money. Maybe we can, get maybe another little splash. Who knows, But I'll tell you what, when I heard Tyrod Taylor, the Giants getting Tyrod Taylor, I was like, holy cow. I'm like, man, Jeff. I didn't call it, but I put this video out February 21st. It was like talking about the free agent quarterbacks that the Giants could maybe target on February 21st. I did it 3 weeks ago. All right, and just watch. Just this is what I said toward the end of the video. There's some decent some decent quality free agent quarterbacks out there. We get them on the cheap. And, as I said, my top three would be Jameis Winston, Tyrod Taylor, and Teddy Bridgewater. Any one of those three guys, I would absolutely love to see them over here. Good quality quarterbacks, and they're affordable. See what I'm saying? See? I'm like, nah, I didn't call it. I just, I didn't say Tyrod Taylor's coming to the Giants. I didn't say that. I would never say that because I would never be right. But it's like one of the only times I think I can ever remember that I actually said anything like that and it actually came true. So I was shocked. I said, it was James Winston, Teddy, or Tyrod. I said, I would love, any of those three guys came here as like the backup quarterback. I would absolutely love it. I tell you what, when I heard Tyrod Taylor, there's some real nice, good stuff with him. And then there's a little, it's not so much about him. It's like what bringing him here kind of presents and all. So I'll just kind of go over all this stuff. But I was just shocked. I was like, man, wow, we did. Actually, I said, let's see if we can get him over here. Pretty cool. Now, let's be clear. Tyrod's got some experience. He's a little older and all that and everything. But Tyrod's not coming here to be the backup. All right, he's gonna be pushing Daniel. Daniel's got Daniel's got his work cut out for him. Ain't no Michael Lennon behind him. Daniel Jones is gonna better put the big boy pants on. All right, Tyrod, he's not Aaron Rodgers or nothing, but he's gonna push Daniel Jones. All right, and he's coming. I'm sure he's coming to start. He doesn't intend on sitting on the sideline, drinking Kool-Aid, right? He's coming here to start. So the first, one of the things is the first sign of trouble. You start to hear the boos. The Giants are maybe 1-2, and they're home in their fourth game of the season, and Daniel Jones throws an interception, then he gets strip sacked, and the team picks it up, runs it back for a touchdown. Now the Giants are down like 20-7 midway through the third quarter, and the boos were cascading down Giants Stadium and all that, and you start hearing Tyrod. Right, and Tyrod's on, and Dable's hearing all this, is looking around. The offense is just kind of sluggish, and maybe we start the fourth quarter and we're still down 20-7. Offense just goes out there, has a 3 and out. Dable's like, turns around to Tyrod and like, give me Tyrod. And the place just starts going freaking bananas. They're going crazy. Right? Tyrod runs out there, first drive, ding, 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 touchdown, 20-14. The place is freaking out. We're going crazy. Right? So whether we win or not, I mean, you bring him in, he walks us down the field, gets a touchdown, gets everybody excited, everybody's going crazy, all that. What happens the next week? Who do you start? Daniel Jones, Tyrod. Maybe you throw Tyrod in there, right? Because Tyrod had the place going and all that. So then Tyrod's in there for maybe a game or two or something like that. And then, it's just this offense is, we got, maybe Kadarius Toney's injured. Maybe Saquon's injured. Maybe the offense is just really sluggish. I mean, we're like midway through the third quarter, now we're losing 23-3 to somebody. We got one field goal. We're not, now we got to bring it, because Daniel Jones got a little maybe better of an arm than Tyrod. A little, so maybe it's like, wow, he's just looking sluggish. He turns around, bring in Daniel. Daniel comes in there, he's all fired up. He just walks us down the field, get a touchdown. Maybe we get another one. The place is going crazy and all that, right? Then after this game, what do you do? I mean, who are you putting in? It's like Bill Parcells said, you got to be a little careful, because when you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks, right? So it's to be a little careful here, a little careful. I mean, I love Tyrod, but we're gonna have to be careful here. So the Giants, now because you have two quarterbacks, all right, and neither one of them might be the answer. All right. Now it's a 2-year deal, all right, with Tyrod for $11 million, with incentives could be worth as much as $17 million. So I guess that's kind of like, if you're the starting quarterback and you get us to the playoffs, we'll give you $13 million. If you get us to the Super Bowl, we'll give you $15 million. If you win us the Super Bowl, you'll get $17 million or whatever, something like that. Apparently, Giants guaranteed him $8.5 million. Okay, so that's very, very fair. Very, very fair for somebody of his caliber. Absolutely, without question. So now, I mean, if you don't re-sign Daniel Jones after this season, okay, but he's just not our quarterback, okay, so we're not going to re-sign him. Okay, at least you have a competent quarterback, okay, for next season while you look for hopefully, possibly the long-term answer. The one nice thing is that the Giants stink for the 300th year in a row. If the Giants stink this season and they can get into the top 10, there's some quarterbacks coming out next season in the draft. So that would be huge. Now, whether the Giants would want to couple up some draft picks and move up or whatever, but I mean, it's it's not a good thing. But I mean, if the Giants were in the top 10 again, next year would be, if they're looking for a quarterback, because I mean, even if Tyrod, the Giants have Tyrod for next year. If Daniel Jones is gone, you got, I'm happy with Tyrod in there. But I mean, you want to have at least somebody, to draft somebody, So I mean, I'm perfectly fine with Tyrod. If we can bring somebody in, maybe sit him for a year or whatever, and then after Tyrod's gone, then put the rookie on the field. But I mean, if we're going to be bad, next year's draft class is a good draft class to be bad for, especially if you need a quarterback. All right. So now you don't know what's going to become of Daniel Jones. He missed the final 6 games last year with his neck injury, and you don't know how that might affect him going forward. You had no idea. I mean, it's like a back. It's like, the neck. I mean, you could say he's good to go, but, I mean, it's not like a broken bone. I mean, you break it, you take an x-ray of it, right, maybe you put some pins in there, whatever, you take another x-ray. Yeah, you're good to go, brother. Yeah. You got stuff running up and down your spine and your neck and all that stuff, and man, you get one little something the wrong way, pinch something off or whatever, you're in a whole lot of trouble, brother. So, it's going to be very, very interesting. Because you figure, he missed the last 6 games last year. He hasn't had any contact. I mean, what's going to, I mean, they're not going to, training camp, they're not going to go, all right, let's beat Daniel Jones in the head to see how that next hole. No, they're not. I mean, they might let the first guy who hits him kick him off the team. So they're going to probably baby him. So I mean, it's going to be interesting when when he takes that first couple hits or whatever. How that neck's going to hold up. So it's one of the things you just don't know. Now, Tyrod, he's got lots of experience. He's 32. I was like that. I didn't realize he was around this long. All right, he's a six. I didn't know he was a 6th-round pick from the Raiders, but I forgot it was 2011 from Virginia Tech. 6th-round pick, phenomenal. I mean, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick, so I mean he's not Tom Brady, but 6th-round pick from Virginia Tech, 2011. I didn't realize. I thought it was like 13 or maybe 14, but no, 2011. Yeah, phenomenal 6th-round pick. Let me tell you what. Now, okay, Jones in his career is 12-25. Tyrod Taylor in his career is 26-25-1. Okay, he's not super spectacular, right? He's not, but he gets the job done. All right. Daniel Jones in his 3 seasons, 45 touchdowns, 29 interceptions. Tyrod Taylor in his 11 seasons, 59 touchdowns, nothing spectacular. Because a lot of those seasons he was the backup. It was only like 3 seasons he played the whole, he was like the main starter, okay? But in his 11 seasons, 25 interceptions. Daniel Jones's 3 seasons, 29 interceptions. And one thing I love about Tyrod, he's very smart, okay, and he takes care of the ball, which is huge. If you don't get a first down, you punt, okay? Obviously, you want to get a first down, you want to score, but he takes care of the ball. In 11 seasons, according to Pro Football Reference, okay, 11 seasons, Tyrod Taylor's 23 fumbles. Daniel Jones's 3 seasons, according to Pro Football Reference, 36 fumbles. 36 compared to 23. Okay. Taylor's quarterback rating is even higher. Tyrod Taylor's quarterback rating 88.7. Daniel Jones 84.3. And Taylor's he's not Aaron Rodgers, he's not Josh Allen, he's not Patrick Mahomes, all right. He doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, but he doesn't put the ball in harm's way. All right, he's not, the cannon arm of a Josh Allen. As I said, he's not Patrick Mahomes where he can look one way and throw the ball. He ain't that. All right, he's smart, intelligent, knows how to play the game, knows how to protect the football, which is huge. Okay, so I just hope hopefully he gets some reps with the first team. Because it's tough just to go out there, be the backup quarterback, and if something happens to Daniel Jones, you come out there. He'll know the offense, but it helps to get some reps, with the first team. Because Kadarius trying to get some reps with Kadarius Toney, Mr. Joystick, is going to be very important, right? It's one thing throwing the ball to David Sills, but another thing throwing the ball maybe to Kadarius Toney or Shepard or something. So. Hopefully get some reps with the first team. Now, Tyrod was the quarterback, okay, for the Bills in 2017 when they snapped their 17-season playoff drought. Right? 1999 was the last time they went to the playoffs. So from 2000 to 2016, they didn't go to the playoffs. And he was their starting quarterback in 2017 when they finally went to the playoffs. Tyrod, he was with the Bills from 2015 2016 and 2017. All right. Now Shane showed up with Buffalo in 2017. All right. So in 2017, Shane was there with Tyrod. Dable wasn't. Dable showed up in 2018 because in 2017, Dable was with Alabama. Again, he was with the wide receiver we just signed, Foster. Foster was a senior at Alabama in 2017. So that's when Dable. So Dable never crossed paths with Tyrod Taylor, okay? But Shane has. All right. Now, listen, I love Tyrod. I have no problem with him as a quarterback at all. The only thing I question is that if you're trying to help out Daniel Jones and find out if he can be the quarterback of the future, all right, which is what they're trying to do. which is, really trying to do here. Wouldn't it have been kind of better if gotten him another, like, with the money that you spent, maybe another O-lineman or another wide receiver? Wouldn't have been maybe a little bit better? I mean, I get it. The thing I question is that I know he's trying to compete. I get that. I understand that. And, Shane's trying to compete. So Daniel Jones goes down. You want to have a quarterback just about as good, if maybe not even better, than Daniel Jones to go on the field. I get that. That sounds good. But, we're not going to the Super Bowl this year. If you're trying to find out if Daniel Jones is the quarterback of the future, wouldn't it have been nicer to spend $5 or $6 million on like another offensive lineman, like Darrell Williams, maybe get him. He'd be your right tackle, maybe your right guard or something. I mean, or maybe right tackle. You just got your right guard, your right tackle, or maybe get an offensive lineman. The O-line we got, if you look at it, we got Nick Gates. Don't know if he's ever going to come back. He's injured. I don't know if he's going to be playing this year, right? Then you got Matt Parrott, who's coming. ACL reconstruction surgery. So what's he going to be like when he comes back? Who knows? Then we had Shane Lemieux injury. He partially tore his patellar tendon. He's going to, remember, he played like the first quarter against Denver the first week of the season, and he was out the rest of the year. So he's coming off of surgery. So, so we got maybe the starting five, but then, like, we got guys behind him that are just, like, injured. So, wouldn't it be nice? You're going to draft a couple? Absolutely. You're going to draft probably at least one, if not two, offensive linemen in the draft. We get your 9 picks. So that'll give you some depth. Or maybe you draft, if you get a Quano or Neal in the first round, now you got yourself your right tackle. But, wouldn't it be nice if you got another starter or another good quality depth O-line in free agency for $5-6 million? That you certainly could have done. Or how about your wide receivers? Look what you got for your wide receivers, right? You got Golladay, who is injury prone. You got Shepard, who's injury prone. You got Kadarius Toney. Those are your starting 3 who are injury prone. So your starting 3 guys are injury prone. The guys you got behind them are at Sills, Board, Foster, and Slayton. All right, even Slayton, he gets injured too. But it's like, if Golladay, Shepard, and Kadarius Toney all go down from injuries, and you want Foster, Sills, and Board, you want those to be your 3 wide receivers? Wouldn't it have been nice to go out and maybe spend $5-6 million and get maybe a backup wide receiver, as some insurance, a little insurance policy, because Kadarius Toney gets hurt every game. Shepard's missed a boatload of time over the past 3 years, and Kenny Galladay's injury prone. Well, how about this too? How if you went out there and you got yourself a tight end, right? We got Rice and John, Myrick, and Houseman. Those are your 3 tight ends, guys. Wouldn't it have been nice to maybe go out and get a tight end? Somebody who can, let Evan Ingram grow up. Maybe $10 million best to him. You're not going to get somebody like him, but maybe somebody a little better established than, Myrick, Jake Houseman, and Rice and John. I think between all 3 of those guys, they have 3 catches in the NFL. I think Myrick had three receptions last year. He had 1 touchdown, 3 receptions. Houseman, I don't think has a reception in the NFL. And Rice and John, he got nothing. I'm probably going to draft, a tight end. Okay, so that's great. But wouldn't you want somebody else in there? To help Daniel Jones, to see if he is the quarterback of the future, to see if you want to, spend some money. That's the only problem I have. As I said, if we're on, the division, yeah, I can see the division. If things start going the Giants' way, and we get a good draft and all that, there's a chance maybe we could possibly win the division. Maybe, if things go the right way, but we're not going to the Super Bowl. I hate just trying to throw the season in it, But if you're trying to see if Daniel Jones is your quarterback for the future, if you're going to sign him to a long-term deal, all right, wouldn't it have been a better idea to, maybe get the guys around him to see if he is your quarterback of the future? that's that's the only thing I question. I'm happy to death that Tyrod Taylor is our backup quarterback. Very, very happy for him. I've got him for 2 years. That's great. But I mean, we'll have to just wait and see. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I would have preferred maybe to spend money maybe someplace else. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there. Go Giants! Woo!